In this run, I'm going to use the Gigantes from Dragon Quest as a Pokémon in Ruby. Gigantes is an iconic monster in the series, and he's playable in every monster's game. He has some of the most lopsided stats in the original monsters, with massive HP and attack, but the worst possible MP, agility, and wisdom. His base stats here are converted from his growth table indices used in Monsters 2. Pause the video here for details. Since his MP, agility and wisdom all use table 0, I just gave him base 25 in special attack, special defense and speed. The rest of his stats will be 189 HP, 189 attack and 56 defense. These give a total of 509, which falls in line with his B ranking in the 3DS remakes. Due to the counterintuitive way growth tables work in the original monsters, bigger numbers aren't always better. 12 and 18 are among the best, while 13 and 19 are really bad. But in this case, 27 results in maxed out stats usually reserved for the Wonder Family bosses, and 0 is usually used for Metal Slime's HP. I've taken some liberty with his level up attacks, because his anti-metal skill set in the 3D remakes is totally irrelevant in Pokémon, where metal-bodied monsters and passive skills don't exist. But since he does get the hopeful hitter trait through breeding, which trades 50% accuracy for a 50% critical rate for physical attacks, I gave him some powerful but inaccurate moves. There aren't that many TMs in Gen 3, so I just gave him the generic ones most physical attackers can learn. All the basic solo run rules apply. For the sake of consistency, I will set up a Gigantes with neutral nature, perfect IVs and pre-applied EVs. Although there won't be much consistency to speak of in this run, as you'll soon see. Natures are pointless because I can just edit the base stats directly. Max EV in speed is basically forced, just so I can run from wild Pokémon. Some special defense is also forced, with the rest in attack. Hustle seems the most fitting for his ability, which boosts physical attack by 50% at the cost of 20% accuracy. With those inaccurate moves, I will be missing a lot. I made him a dark type since he belongs to the demon family in most games, and to not give him a physical stab move. All dark type moves are special in this gen, and he has 25 special attack. By the way, Knockoff only has 20 base power in these games, and it's a special move, even though it's clearly a physical action. It doesn't do double damage either when knocking off an item. Also, Slam only has 60% accuracy due to Hustle. Mega Punch is also a terrible move, but it's still a straight upgrade over Slam, with the same power and 8% higher accuracy. It's still going to miss a lot though. My special attack is just dreadful, and I don't think the AI in this game uses any held items, so Knockoff is useless. As you can see, even the first gym battle is giving me trouble, thanks to my poor accuracy. Short of grinding to level 20 for Outrage, which is also special in this gen, my best chance is to use Focus Energy first and Fish for critical hits. I put him in the 1.25 million experience group, because he's slow to level up in all the monsters games. There's also a 1.64 million group in Gen 3, but ironically, it's the quickest to level up before level 50 or so. Well, this is going to be the theme of this run. I either one-shot the enemy, or I miss. Roxanne gives the TM for Rock Tomb, but it's awful in this gen, with only 50 power and 80% accuracy, or 64% on the Gigantes. The second gym should be much easier, since they don't resist normal moves. Again, I'm going to either one-shot, or miss. Brawly gives bulk up, which I can learn, but I certainly won't need it now when I can already one-shot everything, provided that I actually hit. The second rival battle could easily go south, because his Shroomish has Leech Seed and Stun Spore. I've learned Outrage at level 20, but it's special with only 90 power in Gen 3. Still, it's my best move that can't miss, since Hustle doesn't apply to special moves. Submission is another terrible legacy from Gen 1 that never got buffed. It only has 80 power and accuracy, and it hurts the user by a quarter of the damage done. But it's all I can use against Watson's steel types, besides buying the TM for Flamethrower. I'll equip a Cherry Berry, just in case I get paralyzed by Thunder Wave or Static. The theme continues. I one-shot everything I hit, but only if I hit. Watson gives the TM for Shockwave, which is a weak electric move that bypasses accuracy checks. I have 25 special attack, so it's not going to do much even when hitting a double weakness. Strength is actually my best move at this point, and it probably will be for a long time. There is no double-edged tutor in this game, and I don't know where to get the TM for return. The first Maxi fight is easy. His team is just too underleveled. But the later fight might become a problem due to sand attack and swagger on his Mightyena. I have Rock Slide for the Fire Gym, but it only has 72% accuracy, and I think some of Flannery's Pokémon know Smokescreen, so things could get annoying quickly if I miss. I am missing a lot as expected, but luckily, I wasn't punished for it. She gives the Overheat TM, but it doesn't make sense for the Gigantes to learn it. It's terrible for a solo run anyway, since it halves your special attack after using. The normal gym should also be a one-shot sweep, but his second slacking knows Focus Punch. It's usually a free win as long as you keep attacking, but if I miss against it, it can easily two-shot me due to my bad defense and fighting weakness. I'll give it a shot first, and if I miss too much, I might have to learn Shockwave just to use it on odd turns and cancel Focus Punch. Well, I didn't miss, and his Vigoroth can't do much. I let the Gigantes learn Revenge, which goes last and does double damage if the user is attacked. It works well with his low speed, but unlike Vital Throw, it does not bypass accuracy checks, so it still only has 80% accuracy. The rival is just a joke at this point. Unlike the red and green rival, he doesn't even have a full team, or a fully evolved starter. The Flying Gym could also get annoying due to sand attack and double team, and I think one of her Pokémon knows Perish Song, which is an instant loss for me if used early in the fight. Her Swellow obviously outspeeds me, but I somehow landed a Rock Slide after its double team. I guess it's best to treat each battle in this run as a coin toss game. She gives Aerial Ace, but since the Gigantes is neither flying nor holding a blade, it doesn't make sense for him to learn it. I replace Strength with Secret Power for the extra PP, and so I can get rid of it anytime. It has 10 less power, but it won't make any difference when I'm already overkilling everything. Oh, by the way, the rival still doesn't have a fully evolved starter. I know they intended for Wally to be your real rival, but come on. I can't fight the Psychic Gym without at least 2 Pokémon, so I just grabbed a level 5 HM Mule that can't do anything. Since I'm a dark type, and their psychic attacks can't hit me, this fight should be a piece of cake. I have moves that hit both opponents as well. Wow, my rock slide not only hit both of them, but it also made both of them flinch. The odds of that happening are less than 5%. It makes no sense for the Gigantes to learn Calm Mind. Even if he could, he still only has 25 special attack. The second maxi fight is just another series of coin flips. If I miss, I will get confused by swagger and potentially knock myself out. And I forgot to equip a persim berry for it. Well, I didn't miss, so it was an easy win. All of Wallace's Pokémon can confuse me with Water Pulse, but I should be faster than most of them, thanks to my level advantage and badge bonus. I've also learned Bulk Up, since I don't think I'll need to use a special move again. I can set it up against his Whiscash, which always uses Amnesia first. Now I can easily one-shot everything on his team, provided I don't miss. Water Pulse is just an awful TM for such a late stage of the game. It only has a 20% chance to confuse, so there's no reason to use it over Surf. I gave him Shadow Punch at level 58, just to have a physical move that can't miss. Vital Throw might be more appropriate as a stand-in for Anchor Knuckle, which is a negative priority skill in Dragon Quest that also can't miss. But fighting counters too many things in the Pokémon League. It doesn't make Wally any easier though. All of his Pokémon can inflict some kind of status ailment, and his Delcatty knows Assist, which can call any move on his entire team. And it just happened to call literally the worst possible move, Leech Seed, after putting me to sleep. Steel still resists Ghost and Dark in this gen, and Revenge is prone to missing due to Hustle. Guess I'll just have to try again and hope to get luckier. Things went much better this time. I didn't miss on his Altaria, and I decided to roll for Rock Slide on his Delcatty just to avoid giving it a chance to put me to sleep. His Magneton missed Supersonic, and I landed Revenge. His Rosalia and Gardevoir can be taken out by Shadow Punch. Here are my stats and moves for the league. Like the Gigantes in Dragon Quest, I have massive HP and attack, but all my other stats are dreadful. I replaced Revenge with Brick Break for Sydney. I don't want to be forced to go second when it doesn't have perfect accuracy, since his Mightyena knows Sand Attack and his Shiftry knows Double Team. I have to equip a Persim Berry for this fight due to swagger. Seeing as his Mightyena chose to attack and allow me to set up, I might as well set up fully and just use Shadow Punch instead, so I don't have to worry about accuracy. Shadow Punch is pretty weak, so I'm not at all surprised it couldn't one-shot the Shiftry. Luckily, I have the Persim Berry for swagger, and he missed his second one. I have to learn Taunt for Phoebe, because her first Dusclops almost always opens with Curse, which means an instant loss for me. I don't know if the League Pokémon have EVs in this gen, so I'm not sure if an unboosted Shadow Punch can one-shot her Dusclops, and I'd rather not risk it. One Bulk Up should definitely be enough even if they have max HP in defense EVs, since Dusclops only has 40 base HP, and her other Pokémon have terrible base defense. Rock Slide counters Glacia's team, but I don't want to rely on its 72% accuracy, so I'll just replace it with Earthquake. I'll need it for Steven anyway, since Steel resists Ghost in this gen. Her first Glalie likes to set up Hail and Light Screen, so I'll use this chance to set up Bulk Up. I have a berry that can defrost myself, so I'm not worried about Ice Beam freezing. There aren't many ice types in Gen 3, so they had to use 2 stage 1s as filler, making this the worst team in the league. Drake's Flygon can paralyze me with Dragon Breath, and his Salamence can hit hard with Dragon Claw, which is special in this gen, so I'll just learn Rest for recovery. His Shelgon likes to spam Rock Tomb and Protect, but since I'm already slow, it just allows me to set up. Shadow Punch should one-shot his team after 3 bulk ups. His Salamence has Intimidate, but I still have over 500 attack at +2 stages, so I don't think that critical mattered. I don't need to change my moves for Steven. His Skarmory always opens with Toxic and Spikes, even though I only have 1 Pokémon, so I can just set up on it and use Rest to heal. I doubt I can one-shot it even at +6 stages, but it can't do much to me either, and I can just Rest to heal Poison. It looks like his Claydol has speed EVs, but I have no idea why it used Light Screen instead of Reflect against a physical attacker. Maybe it's because I'm a Dark type, and Dark is special in Gen 3. I don't think this critical on his Metagross mattered either, since a resisted Shadow Punch almost one-shot his Skarmory, which has higher base defense. Anyway, this has been an interesting yet frustrating run, using the Dragon Quest monster with the most lopsided stats as a Pokémon. Like the hopeful hitter trait from the source material, Hustle basically took away any semblance of consistency, at least until I got Shadow Punch. I'll probably try another iconic monster with more sensible stats next time. Thanks for watching.